Now to another developing story, a surge in the crime of metal theft. And recently, the principal targets have become the city's churches. All of this raises the question of whether our tougher laws governing metal theft are working. RTV6 reporter Jack Reinhardt joins us live tonight from outside our Monument Circle studio with that story. Jack.
Well, Todd, anyone who scraps air conditioning equipment or catalytic converters needs a certificate from that particular industry. But as of late, metal thefts have surged and lots of victims are paying a heavy price. At the Pentecostal Bread of Life Church, someone stole 3 of the 4 air conditioning units and a compressor. The total value of the damage, $7,000. It's a loss that a small church and its congregation can't easily afford.
It seemed like they target churches, and that's a shame that a thief would steal from a church, but I guess they don't have no conscience. They don't care who they steal from.
The Metro police officers who responded found footprints and wheel tracks in the fresh snow. They followed the trail about 3 blocks to this house here on South Fleming. They got a search warrant and found the stolen equipment inside. Police arrested 28-year-old Carl Carnes for theft. Police say he scrapped precious metal to maintain his heroin habit. On the city's northeast side, thieves stole $50,000 worth of air conditioning equipment from the Trinity TME Church at 21st and Andrew J. Brown. It's just one of 7 churches in the area where thieves have stolen air conditioners and catalytic converters.
A thief got some place to take anything. It's always somebody going to say, okay, I'll take it. Don't worry about it, without any identification.
Metal thieves need certificates for scrapping AC equipment and catalytic converters. Metro Police believe the stolen items are going out of state or some scrap dealers are ignoring the law.
We need to step up our enforcement and making sure that these scrap yards are adhering to what they're supposed to be doing.
When the metal ordinance was passed more than 6 years ago, researchers who studied the problem pegged thefts at 7 per day. When they revisited the issue in 2013, metal thefts increased to more than 11 a day. In 1 year, the loss to property owners totaled $16.6 million.
If you can identify the people who are getting hit a second time and you can focus on them, if you can prevent this very small sample size from getting hit again, you can actually cut out a disproportionate number of the crime.
Researchers say that metal theft represents 10% of all property crime. Strictly enforcing metal thefts, researchers say, would cut the overall crime rate.
Everybody keep praying for the ones that do it and the ones that don't do it. So, God got to take care of them in his own good time.
Now, the research shows that people who are victims of metal theft will more than likely become repeated victims of metal theft. And while that's bad for the victims, it's good for the police because it helps them direct a limited number of resources onto those metal thieves who are usually engaged in other crimes. Reporting live downtown, Jack Reinhardt, RTV6.